Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
What if I told you what you just heard right there was one of the most important sports plays in American history? This was commentary from the biggest sporting event of the year, the Super Bowl. Now, for those of you acquainted with sports, you know who this guy is. But for those not as acquainted, you're probably wondering what I'm yapping about. This is Joe Buck. He's a sports commentator. Chances are, if you're watching one of the big four sports leagues in America, he might be commentating over it. But what's the issue with Joe?
Mitchell. Down to the 25.
He's not a very exciting guy. Let me reel it back and give you a better idea of how sports commentary works. Normally when you're watching a sport, there's two commentators speaking upon the game. Firstly, there's the play-by-play announcer, who's usually just commentating on what's happening during the game. If you don't know what's happening in the game, the play-by-play announcer is there to describe it for you in detail.
But look at that. Perfect form, extension. I mean, and doesn't even get phased that there's people around. Just look at the change of direction.
Then there's the color commentator. They're there to give a more in-depth analysis on what's going on in the game. Let's say the play-by-play announcer is describing the game. Oh my gosh, the team you like just did a really bad play. But why? The color commentator is there to give a little bit more fundamental understanding of how this game works. That's why the color commentator is usually a former athlete or coach.
This is called a Glockenspiel, okay? Made famous. The German name.
You broke it.
No, I didn't break it. It comes apart like that. That's how you transport it.
Looking at Joe Buck, we can tell he's never played a sport in his life. He's a play-by-play commentator. On paper, Joe does his job. He does a fine job at his job. Is Joe bad at his job? No. But whenever I watch him do his job, it's,
You played in the NFL. What's longer, a half or 5/8 or...
5/8 is a little longer there, Joe.
It's not very exciting. Growing up playing sports, I tried to get involved. The ball was never passed to me, but you know what? I tried. But watching sports, I'd rather not. They are boring to me. My child brain considers sports very boring. I'm gonna say, as a young child watching the game, there wasn't really anything for me to latch on to. And the main reason behind that was because Joe Buck was announcing the Super Bowl, and I only cared about the commercials because they were silly.
It's my crystal ball.
It looks like a snow globe.
Nuh-uh, it's real. Here, watch. Free Doritos at the office today?
My kid brain did not understand these were athletes performing at the highest level of athleticism, and the commentator did nothing to represent that. I could have watched Barry Bonds rocket a baseball out of the stadium, and all Joe Buck would have to say is fucking...
Able to swing the bat. That is crushed deep into the night, and it's 4-0. San Francisco.
And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here.
But somehow this boring guy, he just kept succeeding somehow, to the point he got his own talk show, and it did about as well as you'd expect from fucking... What makes an announcer exciting? I've been watching sports more, and I think an announcer has two roles. The first role is to describe what's going on, and the second part is to add a little seasoning. If there's an exciting play, you want to sound excited about it, okay?
Oh, yeah! Terry, two beauties!
And if there's downtime, if the game isn't too exciting, you can go off a little bit. You can allow the color commentator to tell a story about the game.
Bill, the Cal Bears. The Bears.
That's a little tiny bear.
All right, can we stop interviewing the Glockenspiel guy and focus on the game, please? They're
Please.
making a run here.
You
There's
called
the
it a
free throw line.
blowout 20 minutes ago. Isaac.
And what comes to mind when I think of a perfect commentator is Kevin fucking Harlan. This guy is so cool at like talking about sports.
Down to 8. Moves on Polo. Takes the lead. Hammers it home. Dallas has got the lead. Doncic throws down a sledgehammer.
I'm not trying to say that I'm gub baby brained and I need someone to be excited for me to be excited, but it helps a lot.
Second down, 20, 5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle, the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line.
And honestly, Joe Buck, he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. He kind of knows his place. He's not exactly a guy who clawed his way to the top, cut off heads in order to get where he is. He's just a commentator who's doing his thing. And when he tried to do a talk show, he didn't even like it that much, to be honest. He went back to talking about sports, and that's fine. A lot of the controversy surrounding him is him not commentating enough on games to spend time with his family, which I prefer because he's boring. There's a whole group of people who prefer his style. They want the cut and dry guy who's talking about the sport. He can make a out of the arena home run sound the same as a foul.
And Randy Moss, without even really being able to run, as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss, and it's unfortunate that we had that on our air live. That is disgusting by Randy Moss.
And some people like that, but I like a little bit more. I like a little bit more range in my sports commentary. If there's downtime, hey, color commentator, tell us about what's going on in your life.
Fit. It looks good.
Looks like a big cake with a face on it.
I love cake.
And if there's a little bit of momentum picking up, you get the crowd excited a little bit.
Stokely down the sideline. Can they catch him? Stokely, wow! Touchdown!
And also, if you're in the fucking Super Bowl, I want it to sound exciting, okay? The biggest American sporting event of the year, and you made the fucking coolest play sound boring.
Tyree inside the 25 and a timeout taken.
Wow! Touchdown!
Dude, Kevin Harlan's so fucking awesome.
She will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life.
He has contributed more to LeBron's legacy than the Lakers ever have, okay? I guess in a way, Joe Buck is the average Joe of commentary. So I think he should commentate on average games. When he commentates on things that are above average, he makes it sound average. And that's a little disappointing when something exciting does happen. The announcer doesn't have to sound excited for me, but it's nice to feel that excitement with someone else, you know what I mean? He's there in the room, and you're both hyped. And sometimes the announcer's a damn good hype man, because the Hornets fucking suck, but that fucking announcer can make it sound like a fucking dynasty team.
Oh! Bridges rips it down! Oh!
Oh, by the way, did you notice the 4 major sports I mentioned were football, basketball, baseball, and hockey? You notice how golf isn't one of those 4? You know why? Because golf is fucking boring, because the commentators sound like they took a fucking bottle of NyQuil and some Benadryl and a shot of liquor, and they're just yapping about nothing. You ever go to like a slightly above average sports bar? All they play on the TV is fucking golf. There are so many others, but what the fuck is so cool about golf? Listen, I know Tiger Woods is great and all. I don't know a single highlight from him. I'm serious. And that's nothing against Tiger Woods. I'm just saying there is absolutely no hype when he does something cool. You know why? Because the commentators are just sitting there. All right, well, Tiger Woods has, he has hit his golf ball in fucking boring ass sport. That's why you'll never be a major American sport, golf. Never. That's why the Eskimo sport has done better than you. Okay? Okay? Boring commentators. They can't make anything interesting to save their life. And I've seen cool golf clips. Maybe one from Tiger Woods. Wii Sports does more interesting golf commentary, and it's just people going, whoa! Way more interesting than golf, because it actually has like hype around it. It actually has some sort of hype. I just forgot to put that in the video. Y'all have a good day? Y'all have a good day? Yeah, I'm recording this on Monday right now, so. That guy's tire's flat. His tire pressure is not even. The car beside me, that guy does not have even tire pressure. My tire pressure could be better too. Is there any video you want to see me do? I already have some planned, but maybe if somebody leaves a good enough video idea, I'll do that instead. Be sure to leave a like. Leave a subscribe too.